Oh, LSU, Stephen, what do you think for them LSU Tigers?
So I expected LSU to regress this year without Jaden Daniels and, of course, some of the other pieces and questions they had coming into this year. But at 8-4, I had to grade him as a C. I gave him as a C for this season, Mike. Uh, they lost the season opener again. Then they kind of picked up some good wins, Ole Miss, South Carolina. But those three consecutive losses later in the season derailed any hope of going to the playoff. And the big question coming into this year was you knew that you were going to not be as good offensively as you were last season. And could you offset that with a better run game and defense? And so far, not yet. The defense got a little bit better in SEC play, but the offense went from averaging almost 46 points a game to about 30 this year. So significant decrease on the stat sheet. And then those three losses later in the year kind of feels a little disappointing to me. And that's why I went as a C.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, Stephen. This is exactly what I had. Basically, the same thing you were saying. I mean, I thought it would be a big step back. Quite frankly, I thought LSU would be a little bit worse than we saw. And perhaps they were, because they cheated to beat South. Well, they didn't cheat. The refs cheated them to beat South Carolina. So really, I count that as a loss. Ole Miss, they had no business winning, but they found a way, so credit them. And then, they suckered me in by that point in time. And I was thinking, okay, this is a hell of a team here. Particularly after that Arkansas. I was like, man, they got us a defense down here. Now we're cooking. Then they completely fell apart. And then I picked against them the last. So, I mean, I can't read LSU this year. That's what it is. So I'm giving them a C. This is borderline what I thought. Defense got a little bit better. Offense got much worse. Nussmeier was better than I thought. Still can't run the ball. And that is a major, major, major red flag. And now we got Brian Kelly out here complaining that players just want to get paid while he's making $100 million. How ironical. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that LSU is ever going to do anything of significance with Brian. I've come around to the people, the domers that have said this guy's a joke. He'll never get you where you want to go. I'm starting to believe him.
Also, I know we're not grading on recruiting or vibes, but missing out on Bryce Underwood was a big deal because that was one of the kind of the big sort of pins in this whole season is that, yeah, you may navigate it to 8-4, but there's this quarterback coming in who could be really, really good in a year or two, and now he's at Michigan. So you kind of whiffed on him. Disappointing season. Now you have all these doubts, kind of where they go. I mean, shoot. I mean, fire Brian Kelly chance at your home stadium at the end of the year. It does that does not portend good things for 2025 right now.
And it's only going to be exponentially worse if Nussmeier goes pro, which he could possibly do. So they'll just have to add someone out of the portal
next year too, right?
At Clemson,
right?
Yeah, not a neutral site. So
yeah,
good Lord. So and we know how they are. They're fine, Steve. They do well at openers under Brian Kelly.